And because it is very sunny at the moment and getting really warm, blue sky, full of sun, this pagoda and this golden stupa is looking extraordinary. So that's apparently Buddha's sacred hair relic that people come here to worship. Two brothers carried back 8 strands of sacred hair relics by ship from India, I guess, and that's where it all started. In this particular pagoda, you are allowed to walk around these narrow corridors and you can actually get to see all the things very closely. And look at that, we have a lot of turtle here in this pond. They're just sunbathing in this warm weather. Wow, the sound is very good. Beautiful. Look at the sky. It's bright and sunny and also very hot. It's going to be 33 degrees. Good morning, Mr. Ong. So we are 20 minutes late. Welcome again, and this is our first morning in Yangon, and so this is the Iravati Sule Grant, and this is the front of the hotel. Last night we arrived here, and this is the morning view, and it's very bright as I mentioned, and it's also going to be very hot, I believe. So this is our first impression of Yangon, and we are going to look around. Hopefully it's going to be amazing. And this is our vehicle, Nissan, for the day. So as we are progressing from our hotel, Iravati Sule Grant, this is going to be the heart of Yangon, where original British era administration used to operate from. So we have plenty of colonial buildings, and we'll find out what are these buildings later on. But enjoy the ride. The first impression in Yangon, and we can already see a big junction and a lot of vehicles, public buses are roaming around. We're going to get some money exchanged into local currency, Kyat. Kyat. Okay, so it's Kyat. Okay, and that's Kyat. Kyat. Yeah, so we are actually very close to the Yangon River, and I was reading our hotel is just across the road, and on the other side we have Yangon River, and on the left hand side, what's this building? This white building?
The Myanmar National Airline and the Strand Hotel.
Oh, Myanmar National Airlines headquarter, and that's actually another hotel. Strand Hotel. That's very famous Strand Hotel. So as we drive, please let me know if there is an important building. I don't know the name, so just let us know.
It's a custom here.
Okay.
The General Post.
Okay, so this is GPO, General Post Office of Yangon. Oh, that's a lovely building. Amazing.
Yeah, post telecommunication.
Post and telecommunication, yeah, absolutely. And look at the road, it's so wide, and we have got really big trees on both sides, looking really nice, beautiful. On the right hand side we have got a lot of old buildings, old apartments as well. So these apartments are very expensive, right, in this area?
Yeah.
Yeah, Central Kolkata. It's very similar, and this is a church, I believe. Yeah. Okay. Just beautiful. And maybe tomorrow morning, when we'll have a little bit of time on our own, we'll actually walk around all these areas and to show you around a little bit more. And these alleys are just so beautiful. These alleys that I'm talking about, they are just side roads and looking really special. Very old colonial area of Yangon, previously known as Rangoon, and I guess we are stopping for our money exchange. Yeah, this is actually very similar to Dalhousie area in Kolkata. And this is Port Authority's building on the left hand side. Myanmar Port Authority. So our first stop this morning is Botahtaung Pagoda, and this is the entrance to this beautiful pagoda, and it has got a lot of history, and it is associated with Buddha's strands of hair and also sacred relics. And it's also important to note that people can, or the visitors can, actually walk very close to the relics. This is unusual because other pagodas you have to watch or observe them from a distance, but this one has got beautiful corridors that you can walk along. So maybe we'll be able to explore that. Because it is 2nd January, I think it's a holiday, and there are a lot of people visiting these Botahtaung Pagoda. It's one of the most important pagodas in Myanmar. So our first stop in Yangon is Botahtaung Pagoda. And look at these, so beautiful, gorgeous, very bright, golden, and with bright sunlight is just amazing. We're going to visit inside, and this is the pagoda related with 1,000 warriors or 1,000 soldiers guarding this pagoda. Wow, this is just fantastic. Look at our background. This area is full of people this morning, 2nd of January, and we had to take our shoes and socks off, and now we are going to enter this amazing pagoda, and hopefully inside is going to be equally gorgeous as outside. Oh, really beautiful ticket for this Botahtaung Pagoda, and Mr. Ong has got our tickets, and we have got these stickers to be put on. So this is the entrance. Wow, this is just so gorgeous. So this is the Botahtaung Pagoda's entrance, and we are going inside to walk around in the corridor. Wow, look at this, beautiful, and look at the ceiling, it's all golden. Oh, this is the corridor, and I just read about it. This is just so special. Every corner is golden.
Hollow interiors pagoda in Yangon.
Right.
Pagoda inside me. Sacred pagoda.
Ah, that's the strand of hair. Sacred hair relic.
Yeah. Inside.
Okay.
At the top.
So that's apparently Buddha's sacred hair relic that people come here to worship. So grand. This is just amazing, Mr. Ong, and this is so gorgeous.
Yeah, gold leaf.
Gold leaf.
Yeah, gold leaf mixed with the sacred pagoda.
And is it the standard practice to have all these gold leaf in every pagodas?
Yeah, every pagoda. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but Shirimo is a really gold leaf, gold black. Yeah. Okay. Come original. The quiet area, integrated meditation, strongly.
And these are the structure of typical stupas, where every pagoda we have a stupa. And it says, and it explains all the parts of the pagoda and the stupa. Diamond bud, and then cone, umbrella, banana bud, and so on. Two brothers carried back 8 strands of sacred hair relics by ship from India, I guess, and that's where it all started. And this is an oil painting of that occurrence. In this particular pagoda, you are allowed to walk around these narrow corridors, and you can actually get to see all the things very closely. And people are doing meditation. In this corridor, in every corner, there is an oil painting depicting the scenarios and the story behind it. So when they were carrying all those 8 strands of hair to the Botahtaung Pagoda, they stopped in various cities and thousands of devotees joined together, and they joined the procession until the relics, the sacred Buddha here arrived at this Botahtaung Pagoda. So that was the picture depicting those scenarios. There's thousands of devotees following the procession. We are walking through this labyrinth of pagoda, and this is another story related to the sacred relic, Buddha's strands of hairs, and some king is showcasing that to the devotees. It has got also history about relationship with the Second World War. During Second World War, this whole pagoda was completely destroyed and buried under the rubbles. So after Second World War, when it was excavated, then they found relics and all these various chambers and narrow corridors of this pagoda, and then since then it was reconstructed. And because of this destruction and reconstruction, that's why we can actually see these corridors very closely. And this is the foundation ceremony where they were enshrining those relics, and this is the spot eventually this Botahtaung Pagoda will be built. So this is quite important. So this was the way we started, and we are finishing walking through these amazing sacred corridors. And this section is basically designed with various people's donations. So they donated precious stones, ornaments, jewelry, and all those things were reused to beautifully structure these sketches. I think this could be called jewelry sketches, and that's depicted here. Ornaments donated by the donors for the sacred hair relic with much adoration. This was just a grand experience. We'd never been inside a sacred pagoda, and this was the first time, and it was a grand one. What a beautiful sight this is. It's a great start. And look at the background. There is no other background than gorgeous, glamorous, golden floor, ceiling, side walls, pillars. Amazing. Ornima is standing at the bottom, and look at the background. This is the entrance. We just loved it.
This is a Botahtaung.
Yeah, I heard that the age that you are, you need to pour that amount, that number of times. Yeah. So this is actually a sacred ritual that if you are 40-year-old, you have to pour water 40 times on Buddha's head to bathe him. And so I'm 48, so I don't want to do that for 48 times, but this is very important for Buddhist people. And do you do that?
This is not my birthday. My birthday is Sunday.
Oh, so on your birthday you have to do that. Okay, right. And that will be like mid-40s. How old are you?
Maybe 43.
43, so you have to do it 43 times.
43 times. Actually, pour water about 5 or 9 is okay.
Oh, 9 is okay, so it's still negotiating. Wow, what a gorgeous environment. With a lot of people, actually, it makes even more beautiful. And we have another place where on someone's birthday, it's the ritual that you have to pour water that number of times. Look at our background. This is the stupa of Botahtaung Pagoda. So gorgeous, golden and beautiful. This is one of the major attractions in Yangon, and we are just loving the experience already. And at the moment the sunlight is at the right direction, so I'm almost getting a full reflection. And because it is very sunny at the moment and getting really warm, blue sky full of sun, this pagoda and this golden stupa is looking extraordinary. And Mr. Ang was saying that for last 5 years, all these pagodas and all these stupas, these amazing stupas, were fully covered with scaffoldings, bamboo scaffoldings, because major renovation happened. In last 5 years, we couldn't see anything. The last month, everything completed, so we can photograph all of these fantastic way. So lucky. Wow, this is just grand, at a grand scale. Beautiful Buddha statue covered with golden leaves rather, and we have a dragon as well. Wow, what a background, Urunima. And everything is golden, and your top is also complementing that golden background. And around the stupa, the golden stupa at the center, we have got 4 Buddha statues at the 4 different directions. I think it has got some important meaning. We don't know that, but obviously everything is so gorgeous here. We are just loving this experience.
The main temple around the food stupa. Yeah.
Okay, and so what's the actual importance of this?
Important is the karma. Yeah.
Karma. Okay. And there is a big metallic bell, and it's called the Bell of Magenga. Now we're going inside the main temple, or it's actually the pagoda. And this Buddha statue is made with 24 karat gold. In our background we have the main Buddha statue here, and this is made with 24 karat gold. Wow, what an amazing sculpture this is. And this is apparently Buddha's Truth Relic Pagoda. And this is Buddha's Tooth Relic. Buddha's body relic and tooth relic. Maybe it's inside. Maybe these are the tooth relic. Now we're going to the other side, and there is another popular thing to visit. Wow, this corridor is really beautiful, and a lot of people are actually sitting on the floor and worshipping, looking at the stupa and praying, and we have water fountains. So what's this section? What's this section?
This is the saint spirit.
Spirit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Saint spirit.
Okay.
So somebody just make a wish.
Oh, you want to?
Donate? Yeah.
All right. So make a wish and you donate.
Yeah.
So this is the donation area. So this is the way you need to donate. You need to buy these bananas and coconut, very similar to Hindu temples, and then you come here and donate. And if you want to make a wish, you need to do this. You need to actually touch that finger and ask for something, that okay, please give me these. And there is a queue for praying and donation and wishes. Wow, the sound is very good. Beautiful. So after you make the wish that you want to, and then you come here and you have to beat the drum for 5 times. I think you said 5, but she did 3 times.
Not include your parent and your teacher. Only Buddha Dhamma Sangha.
Okay, right. So it's the half wish. This angle is really nice with all those fountains, and we have the golden structure in the background. It is really gorgeous. I was talking with Mr. Ang, and we have a Hindu temple here in Yangon, very close, outskirts of Yangon. That's the largest Hindu temple in Myanmar. It's a Kali temple. And also food habits. We're talking about food habits. He doesn't actually eat beef and pork because of his religion. And also, we don't normally eat beef and pork as Hindu. We also only eat mutton and chicken and a lot of fish. And that's the same for him as well here in Myanmar. And as usual, in the pond we have lots of red fish. And look at that, we have a lot of turtle here in this pond. They're just sunbathing in this warm weather. Wow, a lot of people are here on 2nd of January. It's a public holiday and people are enjoying their time at this extraordinarily beautiful shrine and this stupa. This pagoda is just so gorgeous. From here we'll be traveling to Kandawgyi Lake, and just a brief history, we'll talk about it when we'll arrive. That was made by British government as a man-made lake to provide and supply fresh, clean water to Yangon city. And it is already almost over 30, maybe 32 degree, but extremely humid. So, and very, very sunny, and so we are getting dehydrated as usual, like in Sri Lanka. So we are now leaving Botahtaung Pagoda in our background. We are going to the next destination, which will be amazing lake and the amazing floating palace inside the lake. One of the major attraction stops in Yangon with Mr. Ang, and this is the Karaweik palace in our background. A bird, mythological ancient bird, is floating on this beautiful Kandawgyi lake. What a spectacular sight this is.